Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of G News Plus. I'm Don Valiant, and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. The Security and Disaster Equipment Exhibition was held for 4 days running at the Gyeonggi Provincial Government Office Complex on the occasion of the annual Ulji Drill, which is a nationwide emergency exercise for civilians, the military, and government. The exhibited items included advanced military hardware, such as Cobra and Apache helicopters. Visitors were allowed to enter the cockpit of the helicopters. Children, in particular, were enthusiastic about being able to sit in the pilot's seat of a real helicopter.
TV로 보기만 했는데 군사들이 헬기를 타는 거 직접 타보니까 좋아요.
A large array of military hardware currently used by the Korean Armed Forces covered the central quad of the Gyeonggi Provincial Government Office Complex. This exhibition, which ran until August 23rd, was organized by Gyeonggi Province to promote public awareness of the importance of national security. The Gyeonggi Technical Institute, the provincial school for professional technicians, is providing free education programs to provincial residents. Residents of Gyeonggi Province arrive at the Gyeonggi Technical Institute, a prestigious institution that produces professional technicians. They came to attend a class, and today's class subject is auto mechanics.
정비를 한 번도 해본 적이 없는데 이런 좋은 교육을 받아서 앞으로는 많은 운전하는 데 도움이 될 것 같아요.
These free education programs are providing residents with an opportunity to receive lessons from technical professionals on various subjects.
스마트폰 활용이라든지 포토샵, 그리고 자동차 정비 등 도민들에게 필요한 그러한 교육을 시켜주고 있습니다.
Established in 1995, this school has produced more than 14,000 industrial technicians and boasts a high employment rate of 94%. The Donong Unity Program was organized by the Gyeonggi branch of the National Agricultural Cooperative Federation to publicize the processing of G-marked livestock products, from breeding to processing and distribution, among the members of the public concerned with school meals. These livestock animals are bred in a clean environment and protected by strict preventative measures against epidemics throughout their lives. Once they leave their sheds, they are delivered directly to processing centers via non-stop transportation without external exposure. A systematic and strictly hygienic process is then employed to ensure consumer safety.
소가 우리 지역 가까이에서 자라고 깨끗한 환경에서 이렇게 건초도 먹고 이렇게 잘 키워지는 거 보니까 안심이 되게 급식도 걱정 없이 먹여도 될 것 같은 생각이 들어요.
This 3-day program was designed to provide parents of primary school and middle school students, as well as school nutritionists and education officials, with an opportunity to have a first-hand view of all the processing procedures of G-marked livestock products from production to consumption.
이번 체험을 통해서 우리 G마크 축산물이 얼마나 안전하게 생산되고 또 우리 먹거리가 얼마나 깨끗하게 공급되는지 학생들에게, 급식 교사님들에게 보여주고자 하는 행사입니다.
G-Mark is a unique official guarantee system initiated by Gyeonggi Province. The provincial government plans to promote G-Mark as an internationally recognized quality mark through the meticulous inspection and follow-up management of products. The Ulji Drill is an annual security and disaster exercise during which emergency scenarios are organized and practiced at local levels by members of the public as well as by military and government units throughout the nation. A realistic drill against biological and biochemical terrorism was held at Wolgot Station of Gyeonggi Province. This is one of the busiest subway stations in Gyeonggi Province. An explosion is heard, and the station is suddenly gripped in a hostage situation staged by an unidentified man taking a citizen hostage. A special strike force immediately arrives in response to a 112 call, followed by a special response team of the military police and a 119 rescue team. The terrorist is soon apprehended and the hostage rescued. This was part of exercises dealing with armed and chemical terrorism organized by all provinces of Korea, in which 300 members of 22 private, public, and military organizations participated throughout the nation.
이번 훈련은 2012년 을지연습 도단위 종합 테러 대비 훈련으로서 다중 이용 시설에 테러 발생 시 대응 조치하는 훈련이 되겠습니다. 민관군이 합쳐가지고 테러 발생 시 신속하게 대응할 수 있는 훈련이 되겠습니다.
During the Ulji Drill, which ran from August 21st until 23rd, Other exercises, including the Security and Disaster Exhibition, as well as emergency call and security education of public officials, were also organized. The number of Chinese tourists who visited Korea last year surpassed the 2 million mark. In order to facilitate the convenience of Chinese tourists, Gyeonggi Province began restructuring tourism facilities, including tourist information boards, in their favor. Suwon Hwasong Fortress is one popular destination among Chinese tourists. More than 4,000 Chinese tourists visit this royal fortress of the Joseon dynasty each month. Of the 22 million Chinese tourists who visited Korea last year, nearly 40% included Gyeonggi Province in their itineraries. However, Chinese visitors are being inconvenienced by a lack of facilities for their needs.
中国人来韩国旅游，因为没有标识牌上没有汉语标注，所以说自己想去的地方不大容易去找到，所以说用汉语标上比较方便一些。
According to a survey of Chinese visitors, the three most serious inconveniences are the shortages of accommodations, Chinese food, and tourist information in the Chinese language. Gyeonggi Province now plans to install tourist information boards in Chinese at 88 tourism sites.
2013년도에 1억 7천만 원을 투입하여 차량 유도 표지판, 관광 해설 안내판 등을 설치할 계획에 있습니다.
Chinese visitors are known to spend an average of 2.6 million Korean won per person while in Korea. It is therefore important to raise their satisfaction levels, and the installation of Chinese information boards will certainly improve the experiences of Chinese visitors in Korea. Paldang Lake is the source of water for the 25 million inhabitants of Korea's capital region. However, the water of the lake turned green this summer, and tap water in the area was tainted with a foul odor. The culprit was green algae, which grew exponentially during a heat wave when water temperatures rose and all the necessary ingredients for its growth, such as sunlight, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and phosphate, were available in abundance. Fortunately, the Gyeonggi Health and Environment Research Center announced that it has developed a new technology to counter the proliferation of green algae. This new technology uses another algae species that digests nitrogen and phosphate, two of the major nutrients for green algae.
하수 처리장과 축산 폐수 처리장에서 배출되는 질소와인이 전체의 한 40에서 50% 정도가 됩니다. 그런데 이 조류를 이용하면 40에서 50% 정도 되는 질소와인 배출량을 획기적으로 줄임으로 인해서 활당호에서 더 이상 먹이원이 없기 때문에
The proliferation of green algae can be prevented by stocking sewage treatment tanks with cultured algae. Tests show that 95% of the nitrogen and phosphate are removed from the tank before the treated water is discharged. This new technology also uses exhaust gas from power plants in the artificial culturing process of algae, contributing to the reduction of greenhouse gases.
온실가스는 발전소와 산업체에서 많이 나오게 되는데 그런 것과 하수처리장을 연계시켜가지고 온실가스도 저감을 하고 하수처리율도 높이고 또한 하수처리장에 들어가는 그 에너지가 많이 절감이 되는 그런 일석삼조, 사조의 효과를.
According to the center, this technology will be made available for practical use by the year 2016. Gyeonggi Province received the Korea SNS Award. These awards are presented by the Korea Blog Business Association to private enterprises and public organizations that effectively utilize SNS services for communication with clients. Gyeonggi Province was selected as the best user of SNS communication among the autonomous bodies of Korea. Winning this award is all the more meaningful because it was the result of the overall assessment of private enterprises in 17 public offices of the province by a judging panel comprised of citizens and specialists from the private sector.
서로의 소통성이랄까 그런 상호작용에 대해서 정량적인 평가를 합니다. 1차 평가를 하고요. 2차 평가에서는 그 전문가 분들과 네티즌 투표를 통해서 얼마나 소통이 잘 되고 있는지에 대해서 평가를 했습니다.
Gyeonggi Province has been a winner for 2 consecutive years, receiving the Gold Prize in 2011 and the Grand Prize this year.
앞으로도 저희 그 소셜 SNS 상을 통해서 블로거 기자단을 중심으로 해가지고 소셜 락커들의 활동하는데 불편함이 없도록 저희가 행정의 모든 노력을 다 기울이도록 하겠습니다.
Recognition of Gyeonggi Province as the leading user of SNS communication was based on active communication with social networkers and an efficient SNS hub utilized by the province. There are over 340,000 followers of the Gyeonggi Province Twitter account, and anyone who tweets to this account can receive a response in real time. Gyeonggi Province is operating its SNS accounts in the spirit of openness, participation, and sharing. Active utilization of SNS services by the provincial administration also contributes to better communication with residents and improved policy creation. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of G News Plus. We look forward to seeing you again next week.